Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogweb333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Thousand Week Reich as the Hashemite Kingdom of Iraq. Now, last time we were here together, well, we tried our best to kick out the Zionist invaders, but we quickly came to the realization that they're a little bit better entrenched than we thought. I am going to reload a save to see if there's the autosave that has any better manpower for us. So, there we go. A little bit of a heart attack just now, but that's okay. And I think I did a little musing in the background on the offline whether or not I wish to do any to let the console help our fates, or if I want to just play the lay the chips where they lie. And I think I've decided that I'm going to let the chips play where they lie. So we will not be joining in the attack on the Israelis any longer. Quite frankly, it seems to be a fool's errand. We are the only ones putting any real meaningful efforts. Our military is already a little vulnerable as is. Quite frankly, we should set our sights elsewhere, because we're not doing well here. And it's going to set off a bit of a powder keg in the region. A lot of the other nations are not going to be doing too hot as a result. But, you know, that sounds kind of fun to deal with, you know? That sounds kind of fun, you know? And I want to see what ends up happening as a result if things go tits up as they are likely about to do. So, we're just going to let Israel kind of just vibe. We might deal with them later, you know? What the fuck is up? Oh, that's commies. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of let these chips lie where they fall. I think it's gonna be fun to see what ends up happening, honestly. I know to a degree this is a betrayal of our values, but one, these motherfuckers are too lazy to do anything. Two, maybe we should just let the Jews be, you know? You know, I'm not a... We obviously don't condone the occupation and the removal of our Arab brothers, but quite frankly, I think it'll open up some opportunities for us. President Nowland announces India. That's interesting. Okay. Definitely. Yeah, let's we're going to embargo apartheid South Africa. Oh god, yeah, they're just neo-Nazis right now. That's yeah, that's rough, buddy. Well, the French have stood up for themselves. And good on them, quite frankly. well, we'll go ahead and get working on a stronger base. As we work to expand the size and strength of our army, we must make sure that the basics are there. Internal logistics, basic weapons manufacturing, systems of mobilization, training standards, and command structures have already seen improvements that are bearing fruit. We must continue these efforts towards the ultimate aim, making our army as an effective fighting force to rival other great military powers. Excellent. While we are here, let's go ahead. I want to add... Can't quite add artillery yet. Okay. That'll be okay. We have the Chetniks over here. The moderates coup. Mediterranean Union. Okay. Yeah, this is all kind of going to plan as I figured it would. We have a stronger base going on. Let's get working on training up some guys in the meanwhile. We have no guys to train. But we can at least set them up in the queue, you know? In the meanwhile... let's get working on... do we want oil specialization? I think we kind of do, personally. Let's do oil specialization. Oil is our great resource, which provides our country with the promise of wealth. As we work to enhance our oil extraction industry, we should also orient our energy sectors around oil in order to boost growth. After all, access to cheap domestic oil is an advantage we should make the most of. Well, I'm happy we've made the army happy, you know? Yeah, these guys aren't even doing anything. We'll get our new military factory. Let's just get working on guns. We'll work on a little bit of a stockpile of artillery, but mainly guns is going to be the concern. Guns. Lots of guns. To quote the old savant, Mr. David Archer. Was that the researcher in Mass Effect? Or the brother who he hooked up with all those tubes to exploit his autism and talk to the Geth? I forget which is which. I want to play more Mass Effect. If anyone knows, go ahead and leave in the comment section below. If nothing else, I want an excuse to talk Mass Effect with someone. That sounds like a lot of fun. They're offering us weapons now. Oh yeah, you wanna give us your guns, buddy? Denmark's doing the Nordic Council. That's interesting. We got Omani on Omani violence. That's interesting. Does Oman have any focus tree? They don't. I guess I'm not shocked at that. Honestly, that makes sense. I don't know if there's much to talk about with Oman. Though they have Fine Gael elected instead of Fianna Fáil. Let's go working on oil discovery in Basra. Initial exploration has found potential major new oil reserves in the Basra region. Further exploration could unlock potential for new drilling and exploitation of the oil industry. Let's do it. Sudan has gotten its independence, and it's already going to war with South Sudan. Some things never change, huh? In the meanwhile... this is about caught up. We're close to being able to modernize Baghdad. And I think that's going to be the main enchilada we want to go for here. Yeah, keep giving me your stuff. You're not going to use it. Honestly, it's going to be better to weaken you guys now, in case we have to kick your asses. Oh shit, the military coup in France. Nordic Security Treaty. Brown v. Board. Yeah, okay. Okay, we got oil discovered in Basra, so we can move on to elsewhere. I think let's do some oil silos. As we expand our oil extraction and refining industries, fuel storage will need to expand with it. A new set of oil and fuel silos will be constructed in the Baghdad region to provide short-term storage. Excellent. Meanwhile, I think our... I don't know if our guys are doing anything. Let's click them to stop doing anything. We keep running out of oil, which is a little absurd if you ask me. But, you know what? Who asks me anything, you know? Could do modern medical science. The monthly population boost would be nice, but there's probably more immediate stuff to start researching. Though, is there? No, there is. There's the industry stuff we gotta get kicking off. And now we can get working on urbanizing Baghdad. Keep using up oil. We have the German Spring going. Yeah, it's rough in Germany right now, isn't it? Oh, now the fucking Poles are getting their shit pushed in by the Ukrainians. That's just their luck, isn't it? Gonna stop exercising these troops. We got plenty of army experience to edit our guys. Oh, and, yep, another war. Well, I'm glad the Yanks are coming and all, don't get me wrong. Just seems like it's gonna be a little... there we go, let's save these units. Might end up being a little... anticlimactic, potentially. What's about to kick off. Not much of a German threat coming up. Let's go work on the McCall port, though. So we aim to grow our economy, particularly our capacity for exports. We need to improve our links to the outside world. A new modern port facility in the Basra region will allow us to massively expand our ability to export and import and take advantage of a growing global economy. That's what I like to hear. Indian support for Arab socialists. It's been no secret that the Indian government has been seeking to expand its influence across the Arab world, particularly in the Persian Gulf. In recent months, we've discovered an increase in Arab socialist propaganda and activities in the nation, which we believe is being funded and supported covertly by the Indian government. While we are powerless to do much about it, this is certainly a worrying development, as the socialists are a dangerous revolutionary group that seek to undermine our government. Well, we can't do much about it right now, can we? Now, we're watching it, India. Let's work on mass production. Yeah, look, they're starting to... That was a nuke for a second. I was going to lose my shit. Yeah, look, Israel is starting to win. We've dillied too many dallies. We just gotta... It's like the meme with the backpack strap. Just let it go, bro. Yep. South African Civil War. Yeah, the ANC. Okay, looks like they got the same focus tree we ended up having pop up when we did the tree. Also, they got my boy, Seretse Kama. Shout out Seretse Kama. Yeah, honestly, you can shove at Egypt. You kind of cost us this war, bro. Commonwealth backs Natal. Now, which one is Natal? These guys are Natal. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're not shocked, are we? With our armies crumbling in both Syria and Jordan, deciding to end the fighting with Israel, it's become evident we have lost this war. The swift victory we've promised our people has been taken away from us, and our army has been humiliated. As the nation lies in shock, and one thing is certain, things will never be the same. How's this possible? How? Do you want a list? Because I got a list for you guys. Could do a grand air doctrine. Do battlefield supports. There we go. Well, you know, that's rough, buddy. But, you know, the military's not opposing our government. That's kind of what I wanted to happen. You know, outside of all the issues there. Let's get some refineries going, because we need more oil, my god. After some 20 years of planning and construction, it's finally time to finish the Al Dorab refinery in Baghdad, begin its operation. Once it is complete, we'll be able to not only export crude oil, but also more valuable petroleum products, as well as provide for our own petroleum demand more efficiently. That's what I mean. Oh my god, Yemen, holy shit. Looking buff, bro. God damn. Ah. Oh, and there goes the ANC. Do we want to vote yes on Bretton Woods? Yeah, sure. I foresee no problem entangling ourselves with the American economy. Well, timeout do we have going? That's just the resolution, yeah. We could expand some oil production, but I'm not too worried about that currently, quite frankly. We do have some extra steel going from us, though, so I think it might be worth... Let's trade a little bit with the French. Mix up some of our economic influences. And I want to see how we do with the refinery, if we need to trade for oil or not. Again, it's kind of absurd that we're running out of oil right now. Okay, that's helped us ever so slightly, but we're still about to run out of oil. Let's do some more oil extraction. The discovery of new oil reserves in the Basra and Kirkuk regions, it's time to invest in the necessary infrastructure, bring extraction into the region. Chat, we might have to do this. As goofy as it is. Who do we want to trade with first, though? You know, let's trade with the British. Why not? Actually, no, we don't need any convoys if we trade with Saudis, so let's just trade with Saudis. They are friendly neighbors, after all. Never mind the whole us wanting to rule over the Arabian Peninsula thing. You know, let's just, we can overlook that. Bro, fucking give up! Why are you still fighting this shit? Oh, Syria's still, they still keep on keeping on, don't they? You know, bless their heart. Dear gosh. Well, this is... I think I've said this and I'll say it again. This has been an experience to watch unfold, I must say. Some oil extraction going. The Palestinian war kind of has to end for anything else to kick off, doesn't it? We could get working on a navy. Some anti-air would actually be good, I think. Let's get working on the youngest force. Founded only in 1937, the Iraqi Navy is the youngest branch of our armed forces and generally the least prioritized. It does not mean that our naval power has no use for us, however. As a country that relies on rivers and waterways into the Gulf, we must secure a minimum level of naval strength to maintain our interests in access to the sea. There we go. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out whether or not we should just, push a little to encourage our Arabic bro. Oh no, wait. Oh no, we'll let the Zionists burn themselves out. Okay, okay. They're finally getting the hint. Okay. You know, it's not great. We got knocked down in the second round. But we're alive, we're okay. As the Israeli flag waves at al-Rosh, the banner of the new nation stretches from the Don to the Red Sea, it would appear that the Arab-Israeli war has come to a conclusion. After successfully defeating the Arab-Palestinian forces during the first phase of the war, the new nation was invaded by most of its neighbors, but the difference in the morale of both sides proved to make the difference, with the determined and battle-hardened Israeli forces eventually counteracting and driving the collapsing Arab armies out of most of the former mandate. With the defeated Arab nations left licking their wounds, today the Jews have finally once again staked their own spot in the Brotherhood of Nations. Well, this is a catastrophe. Well, you know, they fought well. And there goes a military coup in Syria. Okay. We will, well, as the chaos of the Arab-Israeli war subsides, new realities emerge amidst the Arab populace of the region. The Nakba catastrophe is named as a term referring to the general expulsion and flight of the Arab-Palestinian populace during the war. New reports have revealed that over the course of the war, numerous expulsions of Arabs from villages and cities, mostly located along the road to Jerusalem, at the hands of Israeli forces took place, with massacres being committed at the hands of more radical forces. As news of these events spread across the country, much of the populace that did not wish to wait and find out, fleeing to neighboring countries under the promise that the Israeli defeat was inevitable, turning refugee camps into makeshift cities as Israel claims victory. Tragic. Well, we're going to have to come back harder and stronger. And I think we can do that. Let us try. We finally have the opportunity to bring peace to the king. And if nothing else, we can turn the page from this unfortunate chapter. Peace to the king. If the imperialists in Britain have taught us anything, it is the uniting effect of a monarchy on a population. The Hashemite monarchy, descended ultimately from the prophet, is an embodiment of order and tradition within our ancient civilization. However, given its recent struggles, things will need to change for the monarchy to endure and survive. One thing is certain, however, the legacy of Faisal shall live on. Well, the legacy shall live on, but in what form we'll have to wait until next time to find out. I'm going to leave things there, my friends, but thank you as always for watching. If you like this video, like. If not, feel free to dislike. Leaving comments, feedback down in the comment section below. I read all comments I get and appreciate any other feedback you might have for me. Check out my various links down in the description box below. And if you want to keep up to date with these uploads as they come out, consider hitting the sub button. Maybe even hit the notification bell if you want to keep up to date. Thank you as always for watching, my friends. My name has been Mr. Dogboat333. And I will see you all in the next time, in the next video. Excuse me. Bye-bye now.